speak
Okay,
by
oh yeah, let us
herself.
speak. No, it's because she's not coming down. Yeah, Karimo on mute.
Papariano, you
Karimo,
realize that
it's,
throughout Wumi was in
This is
Nigeria,
the reason
throughout
why I
Karima
don't.
was in
Blessing,
Nigeria.
hold on. Blessing, hold on. This is the reason why I don't calm down for them. You try to explain, they say
no,
no.
you have to calm down. Toba fabale toma.
Okay,
See
blessing.
Karimo.
Blessing,
Oh
let
mo
me.
shekini. Toba mo
Papi,
shekini. I swear, Karimo. If
papi,
Toba je
papi,
me,
okay, I will calm
of me. Emi, the reason why you want shaking drag me, to more understand psychology. Okay, aside from the fact we
down.
were school. Okay, I have
Papi,
èmi mọ patient mi mo mọ bí mo ṣe lè treat wọn ẹni tí mo gbọdọ̀ bá
papi,
jà mo ò ní bá jà
the
ẹni
person
tí
that
tó
is
lọ́pọ̀ tó mi
asking
mo ní
you
bá jà
question,
wàá
the
farabalẹ̀
person
no
that
matter how
won't
they ask it
relate
wàá farabalẹ̀ máa tó sí wọn díẹ̀díẹ̀ torí tí o bá
you.
farabalẹ̀ fún ẹni yìí ó máa yí àwọn ẹlòmíì but tí o bá
I
farabalẹ̀
get
fún ẹni yìí
you,
Karimo
papi.
nísùn just hear me wàá farabalẹ̀ tán fún ẹnìkan láti fi kọ́ àwọn yòókù lọ́gbọ́n tí máa fẹ́ dá sẹ̀ríà fún everybody nísìnyí ẹnìkan ni màá pick nínú tí máa dá sẹ̀ríà fún àwọn yòókù learn. That's how you do it. You can't be fighting everybody pé tó ń bá gbọ́nà dẹ́ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀.
Okay, I think blessing is calm. Let me
Let me deal
interrogate
with that.
blessing. Let me interrogate
Ó kó
blessing.
ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn jàre.
Then you see, papi, the person that is asking you question, ó ti bọ̀ kẹ́ ẹni yìí ó fẹ́ wá fún mi ní ṣé you get me sef dey ready.
Kò mí
Now,
ìwọ ni wàá mú tútù wàá jẹ́ kó
papi,
tútù
oh
wàá
yeah, let's try
bu
this
wá
now.
sílẹ̀.
Blessing. Now, Ìyá Wunmi was, let me tell you something, even though Ìyá Wunmi was not at my house, this same thing will still happen because the kind of person that I am, I will still come to Nigeria because what I was thinking at the time is that I don't want them to say, is it because she's making money? Her sister husband died. She cannot even come home to spend time with her. Due to Wunmi's age, it warrants me to come home. She was young and she has an infant at the time. So it warrants me not to be selfish to come home at the time. I was out of job for 2 months while I was in Nigeria. I wasn't getting paid. I came down to Nigeria with emergency tickets. Now I got to Nigeria. No, on the phone. Remember Ìyá Wunmi was with me in America. She was already telling me things that are not true. At the house, she was already telling me and my husband some things that are not even true. So now I was filled, myself and my husband were filled with false, we are filled with lies before I even got to Nigeria. I got to Nigeria. Wunmi, what happened? Blah, 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 blah. Ìyá Túndé, all of them. See, you don't know my family more than me. I know them too well. They have something in common. Eye contact. If these people need to say something, Ìyá Túndé, Wunmi and Ìyá Wunmi, if they need to send a message, amongst like 200 people, they will send that message with eye contact. They are so good with that. And that is that is how I started thinking now, what is going on?
Are you saying that they all use Ìyá Túndé to manipulate you? Like they
I'm not
they
saying
had the meeting behind and
I'm not saying
they all know what they were doing and only
I'm
you
not
don't
saying
know.
they all use Ìyá Túndé. That day, they just want me to be going back and forth. It was Sukomi that called. Remember I said I already spoke to Wunmi in the morning, the birthday stuff, the cooking stuff, blah, blah, blah. But Sukomi was the one that first called. As a matter of fact, me and Sukomi, we don't talk. We are on blocking mode. We don't talk.
Karimo, let me ask you a question because I'm defending your
Okay,
position,
Papi.
okay?
Okay,
I'm asking
Papi.
on behalf of you, and something is not clear yet.
Okay.
And that's last time when you came to Malaysia, I was trying to make these findings, but time didn't let me, get the answer. And you are all going to that same direction now. And I think this is
Okay.
why people have that confusion. So you said in the morning
Mm-hmm.
of that particular day, okay, you spoke to Wumi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. It was around what time in your own time?
Papi, don't ask me that question. I've said I don't know what time. I told you the last time. Don't
No,
guide me
no, no,
to it.
no, no, no. Just wait, wait,
I
Karimo. I
don't
mean,
know the
just wait,
specific
Karimo. Just
time.
wait, Karimo. Just wait, just
Papi,
wait, just
I
wait.
don't know this person. See, let me tell you, if the president, Mr. President of United States, the sitting president asks me,
All
I
right, you
will
guys should go on. I've
I
got my
will
point. It's okay. You
only
guys should go on
I
the
will
conversation. Go
only
on.
tell
Okay,
You
him
guys should go on the conversation.
secondly,
Papi,
Yeah,
I'm
go on,
not
go
done
on.
with
Karimo,
your question,
Papariano, can
Blessing.
I come in?
Papi, you don't expect me to know the accurate time. You are
I
asking
don't
me
mean
about the
accurate. I don't
accurate.
mean accurate. I just mean the
I told you
period.
in the morning. I told you I
Okay.
work night shift.
Okay,
I
wait.
came
It's
back.
okay. Okay, Karimo, Karimo, please wait. Karimo,
Oh,
please wait. Karimo,
don't
please
do
wait.
that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, I'm fine. I'm gonna try in the morning. Okay, U.S. time there. In U.S. it was morning. When you came back from work, it was morning. When you spoke to Wumi, right?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yes. So if you spoke to Wumi, let's say it was morning, your own
Mm-hmm.
time there. In
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian time, it should be somewhat afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
how can you speak to Wumi in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it was Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can you speak to Wumi and everything was fine? You guys talk about birthday, she was cooking, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Then how long did it take Sukomi Wumi brother to call you back after you spoke to Wumi? I mean, to speak to you back about Mohbad's death after you spoke to Wumi. Like how long?
I'm still going to repeat myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nurse. My shift ends at 7 a.m. I work night shift on Monday, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I gave reports and all that. I have to drive home. I drove home after the report and all that. It is still morning here in the US. I was in the middle of cooking breakfast. So when I mean breakfast, it is breakfast for me. I'm not saying breakfast is around 7, 8. No, no, no. It is what I'm cooking. The first meal of that day is what I'm cooking in the kitchen. And the call came in. And no, I was the one that even talked about the call. Have you called your son-in-law that you have arrived in America? Yawumi said no. That's unfair. You should have called him, pé Mohbad, mo ti dé America o. And she picked her phone and called Wumi. Or wait, then we called Wumi and we were on the call. She spoke with Wumi, I spoke with me. The phone was back and forth with me and Wumi and her mother. And after she said she want to go back to what she's cooking, then she left. She was laughing, she was in a happy mood. Then she left. And I was still cooking what I was cooking. And after I finished cooking, we sat down, we were eating. It was that food that I cooked that we were eating that Sukomi called Yawumi and broke the death of MOHBAD. Was this different from what I said I've been saying earlier?
No, no. So it means it should be around plus or minus. I mean, it should be around maybe 1 hour from the time that you guys talk to me.
Is you are the one fixing the time now.
I'm just trying to. I'm just saying it should not be
You
more
are
than
the
2 hours
one,
because I mean you were
you
still
are the
cooking
one
now.
fixing the
But I
time.
mean, I know you were still cooking. I mean, how long does it take for a dick icon and be half so?
I don't know. I just
Okay.
said
Anyway,
the
yeah. I mean,
same
yeah,
food.
exactly. Okay, you don't know.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way, Papi. The same food I was cooking when Wunmi called was the same food I was eating with Iya Wunmi when another call came through.
Okay. So now the manipulation, the manipulation, they see, and this is our manipulation, everybody. You see what happened there, right? That I can do this. I can see that something was happening that Sukomi was aware. It means Sukomi have to be home. Okay, for Sukomi to have the information because Wumi is very intelligent, all right? Um, why did Wumi not break the news, call you guys back? Wumi just finished speaking. She just finished speaking to you guys. She just finished talking to you guys. I mean, it makes sense for the same Wumi to be able to call back to explain the situation on ground. In fact, you even asked about MOHBAD, right? If it is still within 1 hour or 2 hours, and you asked
Yes,
about
I
MOHBAD,
asked about Mohbad. She said he was sleeping.
he's sleeping, exactly. And
Yes.
during that time, nurse is already there. Nurse was already there around that time. Okay, so why were they keeping all this information? So there had to be something too that was ongoing, and we will continue to find how to unravel that thing in particular. And it also makes sense to say that Sukomi probably might have been in that house.
Let me bust your bubble. Papi, let me bust your bubble. I was still asking my husband few days ago that is Sukomi at the house at the time of the death, or did someone call Sukomi, or did Wumi call Sukomi and told Sukomi about the news, or did Yatunde call Sukomi and told Sukomi about the news? That I don't know. Who broke the news to Sukomi?
Was Sukomi living with them?
He doesn't live with them. He doesn't live with them. So how he got to know, I don't know. They might call him and he decided to call us and tell us.
Who was the person that called Sukomi? What did he hear from?
I don't know. I just said I don't know. I don't know who called him, but he was the one that broke the news to us. So he might have been called the same way he called us. I don't know.
Does it mean does it mean if you talk about what you cook now, it won't more than 1 to 2, let me just say 3 hours interval? Does it mean the deed had already been done before you, even when you called Wumi at the first place?
How am I supposed to know?
Because they said the food you were cooking when you called Wumi.
How am I supposed to know?
I'm not
I
blaming
don't know
you. Wait,
what's
I'm not
going on in
blaming
the
you.
house.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm just trying to look the
You say,
child.
does it mean? I don't know because I'm not at the house. I'm at my own house. And I just told you guys what I was doing at my own house.
You realize there's 5 to 6 hour differences from her place to Nigeria. So
Yeah,
if
no,
she's
no,
saying
blessing. It has to be in the afternoon. Oh my God, who drop her, please? You guys should be kind, please. Bring her back. Blessing, repress back. Oh my God, you guys should
Comment
bring her back.
section, Makekuni.
Our commentator, sorry, our moderator. Please bring her back. Request, bring that blessing back, please. Let them interact. Let them. I mean, when you clear one person's doubt,
Yeah,
you
bring
clear, you
blessing.
clear,
Bring
yeah.
blessing.
Because to man clear one person's doubt, will clear everybody's doubt.
Yeah,
Because
bring
some of the same
blessing.
questions they are asking, but you need someone who
okay.
is more calm, who's gonna ask the same question but more
Secondly,
calm.
Karimo, you said you tried to speak with Baba MOHBAD. Nobody was taking you to him. But you had his number, and also you were in Nigeria
Did
when
I
the
tell you
corona
I have his
started.
number?
Karimo kò mọ̀
You
náà.
want to
Ìwọ
When
ni
ask
wàá
a
ṣàlàyé.
question?
Fọ́fílẹ̀
Oh,
náà,
Papi,
ó ti mọ
okay,
Nigerian English.
manipulate me.
Karimo, you know Nigerian English. Ma consider one now. Ma consider everybody.
Okay.
Not everybody go dey full
when
fight.
the corona
Just let
started,
am
you were
talk
in
Mo ní
finish. Then you
nọ́mbà
Nigeria.
correct
bàbá,
am.
ó
Do you
dẹ̀ sọ pé
understand?
mo ní nọ́mbà
Jẹ́ kó
bàbá.
sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Wàá
Okay,
correct it first of all. Then that's how to do things. Abba, I should be helping you. Ṣé kí n mute ẹ kí n máa bẹ́ẹ̀ máa fún ọ lésìn ni? Tó o bá ti lè ṣe,
Oh,
kó yẹ kí n mute ẹ kí n máa
okay.
fún ọ lésìn.
No, mo
Not
Okay.
kàn
Are
everything
fẹ́
be
you
mọ̀
fight
saying
now.
nǹkan
that
tó
are you
gbógun
Go
saying
and
jà.
that
ask your question, blessing.
Okay.
Blessing did not give you her father's number? Adura did not give you her father's number. Iya Modba did not give you Papa Mohbad's number. And even when the corona started, you were in Nigeria and you saw all what was going even online. Okay, why didn't you go with them to the corona to say, "Oh, Baba, I've been trying to reach you, but nobody is bringing me to you"?
See, you guys, You are just it's like you want to ask a question, but your question, you are saying things that did not even happen. Is exactly what you are saying. It is not a question. You are already claiming things that did not happen. You said two things now that I did not even know about. One, you said I have Mohbad's number. Secondly, you said I was in Nigeria. I didn't follow
You
them
say
to
you were
Kano.
asking them. Does it mean that you didn't ask
Hold
for the
on
number?
now.
All of
Hold
them
on
refused to
now.
give you his number.
Hold
Blessing, hold
on
on.
now.
Blessing, hold on. Let
Hold
her
on now.
explain.
Hold
Let
on.
her
No, Joseph, nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé a lot of them want to need preconceived mindset. So Karimo ló máa ní láti fara balẹ̀ tó bá ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. That's the only way tó ṣe lè defeat
But
wọn.
Papi,
Tó bá ń bá wọn, tó
you
bá ń
think
gbé
it
gbóná fún
is
wọn kò lè
tiring
ever.
when you are trying to see Papi.
I know, but
When you are,
that's the only way. That's my
they
advice. So
don't
that's
want
the
to
only way.
listen.
Wàá
Okay,
ṣàwọ́nú,
now
wàá fara balẹ̀.
let
Wọ́n ní
me
wàá
answer
fara balẹ̀.
her now. She will still say
Karimo,
something again that I
Karimo, do
did
you
not
know
do.
what you will do? Do you know what you
Let
do?
me answer
Remember
this
that we
question.
are not the only one listening to you. The reasonable
Minister.
among us will be listening to you. Say,
Simple.
Okay,
what you are
Exactly.
okay,
saying.
sir.
Be
Ọgbọ́n tó
Okay,
wà ń bẹ̀
sir.
la
calm.
fẹ́ gbọ́, a fẹ́ kó máa bá wọn máa drag.
Be
Okay,
calm.
sir.
Tó bá
Be
ṣàlàyé
calm.
yẹn, a máa
So,
gbọ́ náà.
the
Simple. A dẹ̀ máa ṣàlàyé fún wọn.
reasonable people too should put themselves in my shoe. When people we say things that they already believe that you did not even do, they have said it. Èèyàn lèmi náà now. Now you said I have Baba Mohbad's number. Right now, heaven bear me witness. Right now as I speak, I don't have Baba Mohbad's number. Secondly, I was not in Nigeria when the corona started. Then, what time did corona start? I went back to the US in October. So when did the corona start? You can see you have judged me, you have accused me wrongly now with two things.
You
And
said you
also,
spent 2 months in Nigeria. Corona started October 2 now.
October when?
You said you
The
spent
fact that
2 months.
corona started,
Mohbad died September.
the
If
fact
you
that
left
corona
October,
started,
that
She
means you didn't
said
spend 2
he was
months.
out of work for 2 months. She says he was out of work
No,
for
she
2
said
months.
she said she spent 2 months in Nigeria
I
earlier
spent
on.
2 months in Nigeria. So the fact that corona
Okay, that
started the
means you
same
were
month.
in Nigeria before Mohbad died.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly. If you said you spent 2 months in Nigeria, October
Papariano,
Corona
see the
started,
person you said that
Mohbad
she
died
engaged.
September. So when did you
You
leave?
see that
You
she
said you
has a
left
motive
this
that you
thing.
want to use against me. See the person you said that she engaged. If I go on her now, you say I'm going on her. Sure, you have seen that she has a motive.
To clear her, clear her. Don't
No,
go on
you
her.
can't tell me to be nice to people like this now. You
No,
can't
hold
tell me to be
on.
nice to people like this.
Two wrong cannot make right. Oh.
No. You can't tell me to be nice to people like this. She
Hold on.
just accused me with two things now. I'm still warning, I'm still trying to clear that. And she
What
said
have
another
I
one
said
again.
wrong, Karimo? You said you spent 2 months in Nigeria.
Don't be
After September
manipulative
is
with your
October
soft.
now. How is
Don't be
that two
manipulative with your
months?
soft voice. Stop that nonsense. You know what you are doing.
What
Stop
am I
that
doing?
nonsense.
Please, every commenters, they should not say she
Stop
spent
that
2 months
nonsense,
in
blessing.
Nigeria.
Stop that nonsense. Mr. Joseph, recently, they
Hey,
came. Mr.
let me
Joseph,
tell you.
recently, they misunderstood me.
Wait. When did the
Listen,
corona started? When did the corona started?
September
October.
29,
Wait, September, eh?
2023. September 29.
September 29 ni corona bẹ̀rẹ̀.
It was
Yes.
October now.
First, check online now. All those things are online.
Corona bẹ̀rẹ̀
Exactly.
September ni corona bẹ̀rẹ̀.
I check online now. Somebody should Google
Corona
it.
tó jẹ́ pé mò ń wo láti inú ilé mi ní US ni the first one tó lọ sí ìyàwó mi
Let
bá
me
wọlé.
check wait. Let's give a time. Let's give an accurate
Many
time.
people
Yeah,
am
okay.
even answering
Yes,
gan.
wait, please. Let's give an accurate time. The corona inquest started September 28th, where the Falanas and all the parties they went to arrange the modality. They had a seat about the modality, how the inquest should go. Okay, that was discussed. And this time witnesses had not begun to come yet. So on the 13th, Baba MOHBAD and Wunmi were supposed to go in the inquest. That's 13 October. Okay, so there was no statement. The registrar or so statement was not delivered to the coroners yet, so they postponed it on the 25th. So 25th October was the first time we have any of the family going to the inquest. 25th October. So by then, were you still in Nigeria?
Papariano.
Just wait, please wait. Were you in Nigeria or out then, Karimo?
God bless you, Papariano. God bless you. This is how I'm going to put my question there out. My response. I arrived in Nigeria in September. Okay. I got to Nigeria in September and I left Nigeria in October. I'm not going to tell you the dates, and the date I came, I'm not going to tell you. The date I left, I'm not going to tell you. But wait, I'm going to round it up with this. If you think I was in Nigeria before MOHBAD died, petition me. Send me a petition.
Karimo, you keep making people think you have something you are hiding. Are you doing this intentionally?
Papariano. That is the way I'm going to answer it. They want to be a fool of themselves. Because a narration came out, Mr.
They
Joseph.
want to pin you down. They want to pin you where you can't speak anymore.
Yeah.
Karimo, there is one thing
Papariano,
there is one thing you fail to understand. There is one thing you fail to understand that people cannot have the same mind, the same mindset of listening to you. People cannot reason the same way. Then
when they
you
are
are
not
the one.
listening, and I'm trying to say that, tell them.
cannot
Imagine people telling me I came to Nigeria before the death of MOHBAD, and I've said it countless times that was not true, and they are still throwing that question to me, Mr. Joseph. Shebe, you not Bimo. And then so people
Karimo, you are the one bringing the confusion. You, if you say you spent 2 months and you left, you came after MOHBAD's death, that means you left November now. November makes it 2 months.
You have accused me 3 times. You said that
You are the one bringing the confusion because you said you spent 2 months in Nigeria.
And I said now, all of you petition me. Mr. Joseph, there is a narration.
Blessing. We all know that it was after the formation that based on what we read or what he said it was after the formation that the big giving to her. That was when he left US to Nigeria.
Augusta, she said it right
So now,
that she spent
what I want
2
to say
months
there
in
is
Nigeria.
that you now be asked how many more to use, how many more to do. Were you in
October? Is that not 2 months?
How is September and October? If you came to Nigeria, let's say 15th of September, and you left Nigeria, let's say 20th of October, how is that 2 months?
You are just saying.
If you came to Nigeria, let's say 15th of September, and you left Nigeria October 20th, how is that 2 months?
For that, was I in Nigeria in September? Yes.
You are the one.
Was I? Mr. Joseph,
You are the one causing the confusion.
Mr. Joseph, I know quite what I am saying.
Karimo,
At the sitting, was I in Nigeria in September?
Karimo, you are the one who left. What if you can't to Yoruba?
Mr. Joseph, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, èmi ni mo wà Nàìjíríà. Wọn ò lè sọ
No,
pé
what if you can't to Yoruba? You have
Mr. Joseph,
Yoruba.
Mr. Joseph, I was
Yoruba
in
no fi can't here. Or more to Yoruba no fi.
No. I know what I'm saying. Was I present? Was I physically present in Nigeria in September? Yes. Was I physically present in Nigeria in October? Yes. So those 2 months, I was in Nigeria. Okay?
If I say you were present September 1st, because of what you just said, you will say I'm lying on you. If you say you were present in September, that means you are not trying to say you were present September 1st.
Don't stop displaying your.
That means you were saying during the corona you were present. If you are trying to say was I present in October, yes, that means you were present in the corona because it was the same October.
Listen, you will not get what you want. Let me tell you.
You are the one confusing yourself.
Let me tell you. If they
you are the one confusing yourself.
Stop displaying your mumu. I will coach you.
You are the one confusing yourself, Karimo. You said, was I present in October? You said, yes, you were present in October. Was the corona in October? Yes, it was in October. So what are you saying?
I will coach you now. I will coach you. If there was something if there is something and they want to ask me in the court, they will ask me between September and October.
Exactly. The corona was in October.
Excuse me, don't interrupt me because you asked me a question. So let me talk, please. I was in Nigeria in September. I was in Nigeria in October. That is 2 months. And they will ask me in the court of law after you guys have petitioned me. It is not 1 month, although Titus, it is 2
Karimo,
months.
are you saying that you were in Nigeria 1st of September to 30th of September and from 1st October to 31st of October? Because that makes it 2 months.
That is how you are calculating it.
That makes it 2 months, Karimo. You're the one confusing yourself.
Blessing, you are kind of dumb. I'm trying to tell you. You are calculating it from 1st of October, 1st of September to 1st of October.
So if I went to Nigeria September 20th and I left October 5th, would I say I spent, because I was in Nigeria in September and in October, it makes it 2 months?
Stop your mumu. In this situation, I was in Nigeria for 2 months. I will repeat it and repeat it all over again. In front of a judge, I will repeat it again because I know what I'm saying. I was never in Nigeria.
So the corona was in October. The corona was in October. That same October, you said you're not there.
Blessing, listen to me.
God.
Let me talk. If you don't listen to me, I will not listen to you because you threw that question to me. I was not in Nigeria in August. I was in Nigeria.
October.
Stop interrupting me, please. I was not in Nigeria in August. I was in Nigeria in September. That's a month. I was in Nigeria in October. That's 2 months. I was not in Nigeria in November. So I was present in Nigeria in September.
The corona was in October.
Keep quiet. When I'm done, I will mute. That question you're asking, I will answer you. I will answer you. Hold on. There is 2 months. There is 2 months. Was Karimo in Nigeria in September? Yes, that's month 1. Was Karimo in Nigeria in October? Yes, that's 2 months. It doesn't matter if it starts from first or middle or end. I was physically present in Nigeria for 2 months. That is how a reasonable person will see it in this kind of case.
Okay,
now,
Karimo, the corona was in October.
I'm not done with your question. Blessing, don't interrupt me.
Blessing.
I'm not done with your question.
My IQ is getting so low because I don't know what to think anymore.
Blessing.
Shut up.
Blessing.
See, you are upsetting me now. You want to nail me, but you don't want to listen to me.
Karimo,
of course, Corona started in October, right? Blessing, that's what you want to drive out. Corona started in October. If you want to know if I was still in Nigeria when Corona started, send me a petition and let me.
For what?
Karimo,
because I'm answerable to tell you. I will never tell you the date I arrived.
Instead of you to make little things clear,
you have no right to know the date.
For that.
Blessing, you have no right to know the date.
Time for what? I petition you for what? Who are you?
Such information, I will disclose it to a legal person. Not.
They have told you to go to the legal people. You refuse to go to the legal people. Were you not told to go and meet the legal people?
Petition me, so I will
go to your legal team. To come to the corona and you still refuse to attend to the
papariano, see the person that you said is scam.
Were you not want to use words when it suits you? That is you, Karimo.
You will
calm down now.
Take me to the legal team.
I will not tell you the date I left Nigeria. I will never tell you the date I arrived in Nigeria. If you want to know the date, I arrived in Nigeria, go and ask Wumi. Wumi did not know the date I left Nigeria.
It's your word against your word.
The date I left Nigeria, Wumi did not know. Because we were not in good times then. None of my mother's family know
It
the
is your
date I
word
left
against
Nigeria.
your word,
It
Karimo.
is not my word.
It
You
is not
want to
Wumi that said
manipulate
you
things
spent 2 months.
just to say
You
that
are the one that said you
just
spent 2
because of
months. You
DJ
were
Bami
present in September
DJ
and you were
Blessing,
present in
blessing, calm
October.
down,
Blessing,
it
You
was
please.
said
you
that
guys
with
that
your
blessing,
own
it
mouth.
was you
blessing,
guys that
Blessing.
manipulated
blessing,
DJ Bami's
blessing,
whatever that came
blessing.
up
There is one.
recently.
That is why I say.
You
That is
want
why
to
it.
use that
That
against
is
me.
why. That
If
is
you
why
I'm
want
not
to
it
know
using
the
it. You
becomes
date,
are the one
difficult.
using it against
Blessing,
yourself.
please calm
It's
shut
me
down
you
now.
up.
have
Can we
against
move
yourself.
on
Shut
from
You
up.
this
don't
You
even
from
have
the
cannot
a
date
case.
side?
manipulate me.
Can we move
You
on
will
from the date
never
side?
Blessing, calm
manipulate
down,
me.
please. Just calm
Tele,
You
down.
want to
Time
know
Tele,
is
the
money.
date?
Thank you.
I
Tele,
will only
Tele,
tender my passport
Tele.
to a legal
You
Yes.
people,
practitioner,
you people,
and
you
they
people
will.
should
I
talk to
don't even have
Blessing
to
to
tender
calm
my
down.
passport.
Yes, they
The
should move
Nigeria
on from
government,
this
they know
question.
when I came in. The immigration, the Nigeria immigration knew when I came in. Oh, you think that is a big thing that you want to use against me? Then
You
write to the
said you spent
immigration.
2 months,
Write
Karimo.
to the
Nobody is using it
immigration.
against
Tell
you.
them
Blessing,
to
Why do
ask
you
me
always
when
think
I
people
came in
think
and
the
when I
worst
left
of you?
Nigeria.
Blessing,
At least I
Blessing,
flew down
Two
and
Blessing,
I
months she
flew
lent
back.
is September and October. Can
Blessing,
we move on?
Blessing.
Tell what did you say,
One thing
Jerry?
I know
What did
about
you
I
life
say?
is
said
if
the
someone
the
says
2 months
something,
you are talking
if
about is
someone says
September
something you
and
don't
September and
understand,
October.
October. Abi Osholo
Simple.
Doniani.
So let's
if
move
Sele,
someone
on and
says
talk
if
something
she
about
you
said
don't
she
something else.
spent
understand,
October, if she said she spent October,
Oh
meaning
God.
she was in Nigeria to the end of October, is that what you are
How
saying?
are you so sure I'm in
It doesn't
Nigeria to the
matter.
end of
Even if you
October?
leave on the 2nd of October, you can say 2 months. Tó ṣe wù ẹ́
Yeah,
nìyẹn.
that's what
How
I'm
can you
saying.
leave
You're
That is
2nd of
displaying your
October
stupidity.
Okay,
and
can
you
you
maybe you
understand
came
that that is what
this
she's
thing?
And
talking
I've
It's
about?
explained to
okay
you and
now,
you're still
Blessing. Don't be
arguing it.
Blessing,
argue over this
I
thing.
have
It's
Blessing,
explained
okay.
to
calm
it and
down.
you're still arguing it. That is where the
Blessing,
trouble
Blessing is
starts.
okay.
Okay,
Just
somebody
can I
because
ask you
you
a
came to
want
question?
America
you
on
want
the
to put it
October
to me
2nd
that
and say
I'm
I'm
in
in
the house
Nigeria
before
last
Mohbad
month.
died. Sele,
Blessing,
she
can I
wanted to
ask you a
play the
question?
place the
I
narrative
didn't I
that I
didn't
was
even
in
think of
Nigeria
that,
before Mohbad died.
Karimo, to
Now
be
I'm
That
sincere.
is why
telling
I'm saying
you,
we should
now
move
I
on
am
from
telling
it.
you that that is not true. So accept it.
Blessing,
What? You asked me the question
Blessing,
Okay,
because you
let's
want me
move
to
on.
explain.
Let's
Blessing,
Now
move
just
I
on.
explain
just
to
move
you,
on
you
from
are still
this.
You know the
arguing it.
fee headache, the way you scream all
Now
the time.
you
Oh,
made me
blessing. Let's
scream
Blessing,
just
calm
because
take it.
I
down.
Mommy
explained to
Blessing,
you,
J,
you
calm
are
down.
still
let's
arguing
just
it.
calm down.
Just
Let's just calm
Blessing.
down,
I would like to
please.
ask you a question.
Ah,
Let's calm
I
down.
I would
explained
like,
to you,
I
you
would
are
like
still
to
Blessing,
ask you a
God
arguing
of
it.
question.
Blessing.
heaven.
Let me say something, please.
Stop
Blessing.
being
She
acting,
said
don't
she
go
came
self-help.
to.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa máa ṣe nìyẹn.
Karimo, calm down.
Wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ń
Karimo, calm
jaṣọ.
down. Karimo,
I
calm
can't
down.
go
Now,
down to your
Bí o,
they
level. I can't.
eku
blessing, blessing,
wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ń
calm
jaṣọ
down. Just
nìyẹn.
calm down.
Stop calling those self-help.
I can't go down to your level
Blessing,
because
calm down
You
now.
will go
Calm
down to
down
my
now.
Jesus.
Let's
level when
observe
you
some
put me
form of
down
decorum
there.
now.
Blessing.
Just
When you
calm
Jesus.
down,
put me down
please.
there, you go
Oh,
down to my level.
God
What else do you
forbid.
want?
You
God
are too
forbid you.
uncaught.
Blessing,
God
calm
forbid
down.
you. You are so stupid.
Blessing.
You are so dumb. If you said I'm a con,
oh, Mommy
then
J,
you are
Mommy J.
dumb.
So,
Okay,
And you
okay,
are
calm
Karimo,
down.
displaying
okay,
your
stop
so let's go
stupidity.
insulting any
Calm
person.
down. I would like to
Calm
Mommy
ask
J,
You are
down.
Blessing a
displaying your
question.
put it up.
stupidity here.
Let me go
Blessing,
on, please. Let me just
Blessing,
Blessing. Do
continue
you
and
still
get
have another
down.
Blessing,
Let
calm
me
question
down.
finish
for
and
her?
get
Blessing, calm
down.
I'm
down,
done
please.
with
Calm
you.
down.
Let
Blessing,
me.
do you
You're
still have
Let
you're
me
another
finish
you're
and
question
having
get
for
low
her?
down,
conversation.
please.
I
You're
am
spoiling the whole
done with you.
conversation
No
now.
more
Just
question
calm down.
from you.
Let
Just
me
calm
Someone
finish
else.
down.
and get down,
Calm down now.
please. Let
Just
me
Mommy
calm
just
down.
J,
finish and
do
get
you
down,
believe
please.
that Sanfalano is also manipulated? The way they manipulated you, do you think they manipulated the man too?
Okay,
Because kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ borúkọ ara ẹ̀ jẹ́.
I
Yeah.
cannot answer Sanfala no question because you know why? I said something that when I got there, Sanfala no asked. That's another manipulation again that they did to me. Sanfala no asked for Papa Mohbad's number. Me gave it to Sanfala no. Sanfala no now said, I don't need your mother-in-law's number. I have spoken to her. I have her number already. Then I said, I looked at Wumi because in my head, I thought that was the first day Wumi would be meeting Sanfalano.
Opa.
Then, blessing, please and please. And when we left Sanfalano office, I said, Wumi, Sanfalano just said he have your mother-in-law's number. What is going on? What What is going on? How come he has your mother-in-law number? Ṣé ìyá ọkọ ẹ ti kọ́kọ́ wá síbí ni àbí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Wunmi said, I don't know. It became a concern for me. Oh, you said irony. At least everything I'm saying right
Please
now.
don't look at comment
Some
section, Mommy
people,
J.
so I will be
Please.
lying on Sam Falana again, even though everything I've been saying was a lie.
At least
Karimo,
one or two
no
people
comment
will
section. Just
record this.
continue.
Yeah.
Karimo,
Thank you, Jare.
let me try and
Sele,
supplement
Sele,
Sele,
to
allow her
what
to
you
Sele,
just
said.
land. Sele,
Sele, tó
allow her
bá
to
jẹ́
Yes,
land
irọ́ ni
please
mo
just.
pa.
land.
Sele, ṣé
No,
tó bá
don't
jẹ́ irọ́
worry,
ni mo
don't
pa, ṣé
worry.
wọ́n ní
Leave
gbé
these
ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ
people,
fún
Karimo,
Sanfalana?
please,
continue.
please.
Ṣé
Karimo,
Sanfalana ní sọ
continue,
pé mo
please.
parọ́ mọ́ wọn? Sele,
Mama
please
Mohbad
answer
said
my question.
when they
Ṣé
told her Baba was at the station, that
Sele,
when she
Sele,
went to the
just
station, she spoke to Sam too.
allow Karimo to land. Allow her to flow,
let
Yes.
me
to
land.
finish what
Let
she
me
was
land
saying.
now.
Oh
All
yeah,
of
oh
you
yeah, oh
that
yeah,
you
oh yeah.
said I
Let's
was
not
lying.
divert her
All of you that said I
attention,
was
please.
lying. If I was lying, if I've been lying since, this one that concerns Sanfalano, if we did not have that conversation, Sanfalano, anytime you see this video or this recordings, if anyone record it and you see it, or any of Sanfalano lawyer, if you see this, play it for Baba. If Baba did not say that he already have MOHBAD number, and if he did not request for Baba number, Sanfalano, please petition me and sue me. If that conversation did not come up, kindly petition me and sue me. Eti ya wèrè Ọlọ́run ọba. Sele,
So
shall I answer
Well,
your
on
question,
it,
Jare?
continue
yes,
with what
thank
you are
you.
saying. Karibo, continue with what you are saying so that let's listen so that you not be as if when another person is talking, you now butt in. So
Yes,
just say
please
what you
leave
are
the
saying.
comment section, please.
No,
So that was
it's not
that.
comment section.
So Sele, I was also surprised to báwo ni bàbá ti ṣe ní nọ́mbà ya Mohbad lọ́wọ́. And I asked Wunmi, something is not right. Why did Baba said, because in my own widest imagination, I was the one that took Wunmi to Baba Falana. But when Baba uttered that statement, I was like, what? But I didn't ask her immediately at the office. When we left, I said, how come Baba Falana have your mother-in-law's number? What's going on? I don't know. That's her response. Have I answered your question, Sele?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I mean,
Hello, I
Yeah.
would like to say something,
Can I?
please. Please, when Sister Karima is speaking, let us allow her to speak in full. Don't cut her out. And also, blessing, we are using English to communicate here, and the way we understand it might be different. The way you are saying it, you are right. Also, Auntie Karima herself, she's right. She's speaking in terms of months, not in terms of days. But you are saying the same thing, but you're not understanding each other. So please, we are using English to communicate. So the way you understand it might be different from the way another person might understand it. Let's give ourselves patience. Let's try and understand each other. Then we can have a constructive argument. Otherwise, we will not be making anything reasonable by fighting and arguing. We will not be able to even reach a conclusive agreement on something that is important. Please, it is important that we are calm and we're able to communicate with each other perfectly and understand each other. Otherwise, we will not achieve anything. Thank you, guys.
thank you, Sanjay. Thank you. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, Karimo, I just wanted to ask some questions. I don't know if you're open to answer.
That's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's
All
fine.
right, thank you. So, I think my first question is, when you realized that you were just being manipulated, have you had any form of conversation or tried to consult any person that maybe comes to your mind when you heard the whole story of what happened to Mohbad, and you begin to realize that probably they are not telling you the truth because of one or two things they are doing and saying. Now after that, were you able to come up with a thought to say, okay, from what is going on, let me ask this person what really happened to this boy? Have you made any step towards that?
Okay, I'm going to repeat myself again and again. Now, when I got to Nigeria, before I left for Nigeria, I knew nothing except for what I was being told on the phone by Yatunde by Wumi when I spoke to her later, when I spoke to her, and by Wumi's mother. Because Iyalolade that came out, you remember I was in Nigeria when Iyalolade came out. So Iyalolade that came out that I saw opened a conversation between myself and Iyawumi, because I had to be asking Iyawumi, who is this woman? Who is this woman? So that was when we now started having conversation about Iyalolade and Baba Mohbad. So there, at that time, Iyawumi told me the things. Part of it is what I was coming out to say now. That was coming out that I said in the past. Now we got to Nigeria. Everybody was telling me the same thing. The same thing. Okay. Do you know? So I'm going to say this. I started having a change of mind. Remember when I got to Nigeria, I didn't go to Mohbad's house right away. I went to my uncle's house where I told Wumi to go and stay for safety. We were there for days. Then we later went to Mohbad's house. Remember that everybody that was still talking to me about Mohbad and Baba Mohbad and Iya Mohbad are still my own family. So, and it was during that time that I came out on Daddy Freeze show. I haven't set my eyes on Mohbad's family at that time. I've seen Iya Mohbad in a picture she took with Iyawumi when she was going to the airport. And I have spoken to Iya Mohbad on the phone before during the birth of Liam. But I have not seen her physically. So everything I was being told before I spoke on Daddy Freeze show was everything my own family was telling me. Then I was still at my uncle's house. I started having a change of mind when I set my eyes on Iya Mohbad at Mohbad's house. Iya Mohbad didn't talk the first day we got to the house. She didn't talk the second day we got to the house. She started reporting and saying the things they did to her. I think she watched me. She tried to study me and see if I was the same thing with the rest of them. When she now saw the way I was taking care of everybody, she now came upstairs in Wumi's room. Wumi was there. I was there. Iya Wumi was there. Iya Tunde was there. Another Iya Wumi sister was there. She said everything she went through in the hand of these people. To me, that question, everything she was saying was directed to me. And I was asking her too, Iya Wumi, where were you when Wumi was maltreating her mother-in-law? Iya Wumi, why did you do this? Iya Tunde, why did you do this? Everybody was there. Now, I said to myself, I had a different version of story from my own family before I got to Mohbad's house. When I got to Mohbad's house, I had another version of story from Iya Mohbad. I remember I said it was right in front of everybody that Iya Mohbad was saying everything. And when I asked Wumi and her mother and her auntie, which is Iya Tunde, they never said it was a lie. They did not deny every allegation that Iya Mohbad placed against them. They did not deny it. That was the reason why I told Wumi to kneel down and beg. And that was the reason why I knelt down myself and begged Iya Mohbad pé ẹ má bínú gbogbo ìyà tó fi jẹ ẹ̀yin àtọmọ yín. Now, I started watching them. They were not happy with my actions. That was the genesis of my problem with them. They were not happy. Imagine the Wumi that used to bully Iya Mohbad and now told that almighty Wumi to kneel down and beg Iya Mohbad. No be juju be that. That was when I knew I crossed the line. But I did the right thing. Now, they felt like I will not be a part of them. to the point that when I'm coming, when they are talking, they will stop talking. I've said this without number. When I'm driving, maybe taking them to Panti or something, they will be talking quietly, tapping themselves just because they don't want me. The ones at the back, Wunmi and Yatunde, or Wunmi and Wunmi, it depends on who sat beside each other. But I usually see everything in the front mirror. I usually see it. Then I called my husband. I explained to my husband. I said, I don't belong here. That you said if I talk to someone, of course I talk to someone. I talked to my husband while I was in Nigeria. I said, babe, I want to come back home. Those are my words to my husband. Babe, I want to come back home. I don't belong here. Of course I don't belong there. My husband said, if that be the case, you can change your ticket and come back home. And I change my ticket and I go back to America.
Okay, I understand. What I actually mean with respect to talking to another person is if you ask somebody whether the person knows what actually happened to Mohbad because your family told you something different, Mohbad's mom told you something different, and you're trying to clarify maybe from someone that was mentioned from the story of either your family or Mohbad's mother.
Amen. I also went ahead. I don't know if you heard me when I said that. I went ahead. I called Adura in Mohbad's living room downstairs. Adura. I held Adura's arm. Mo di ọwọ́ Adura mu. Adura, kí ló ṣe ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ? What happened? Tell me what happened. Iya Mohbad's room was downstairs too. She ran out of her room like a running rabbit and said, Adura, don't talk, Adura, hey, don't talk, and she hijacked Adura's hand from me and dragged Adura back to her room and said, Adura ò lọ́rọ̀ kankan tó fẹ́ sọ, ẹ fi Adura sílẹ̀, ò lọ́rọ̀ kankan tó fẹ́ sọ fún yín. Did I answer your question also?
Yes, you answered that question.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what's the actual difference in Mama Mohbad's story and the one Wunmi told you? What's the difference? What did Wunmi say? What did Mama Mohbad say?
I've also said this time without number that the reason why I believe Iya Mohbad's story was because when Wunmi and her mother was telling me their own story, Iya Mohbad was not there to defend herself.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, what is the story Wunmi told you?
But hold on, please. But when Iya Mohbad talked to me, it was right in front of everybody. And I turned to them, I said, everything this woman said, is it true or not? And they did not lie about it. Instead, she knelt down and apologized.
Okay, what did Mama Mohbad say to you? Let's start from there.
I don't know.
What did she say that happened to Mohbad?
I don't know.
No, I mean what you said that when she told you, Wunmi and the family things.
I don't know. I've said so many of it. I've said so many things repeatedly and repeatedly.
Just sorry, I know. I understand you have been here for a while now.
I don't know.
I understand you have been here for a while.
Maybe you come
Don't
across
ask that type of question again. She's not going to answer you.
Let me put it this way. Okay, let me put it this way, Karimo. What exactly did Mama Mohbad say to you that happened that led to the demise of Mohbad, or she didn't tell you anything like that?
Like I said, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That you will not get it
Karimo.
from me.
Okay. Karimo,
You will not get
do you
that
want
from me.
to?
Can you stop pushing?
Yeah. I just want to ask this question.
I was
Do
being
you
nice
want
to
to
you.
assist?
You
Do
can be
you want
nice
to
and be
assist
manipulated.
if you?
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
until when
no.
you
I'm not
become
asking that
aggressive that you
question
can be
again.
manipulative.
I've allowed
You can
it.
be nice and be a trouble as well. You
I
know that.
understand. I understand. I mean, do you want to assist now with respect to getting justice for Mohbad? I understand maybe you don't want to disclose information for some reasons, and it could be very reasonable because there are certain informations that when you disclose here may end up affecting the case when you want to use it at the appropriate place and the appropriate time. So I just want to ask if we should be expecting your impact on what Mumit said and what Mama Mohbad said to you and what any other person said, especially where trying to where draw the line between the truth and contravention in statement, because it's very key if we're talking about looking at this case at the legal point. When once you have statements that are inconsistent, you understand that there are things that are hidden, and it will trigger it will trigger more investigation. So I just want to ask if we should be expecting you to come out and inform the appropriate authorities that this is what
If
my
anyone
family
have
told me,
another
this is
question, máa
what
gbé yàrá ìyá
Mama
ìṣépè
Mohbad
sí.
told me.
Máa gbé yàrá ìyá ìṣépè sí. O ò ní fẹ́ gbọ́, máa gbé ẹ ṣépè.
No,
Ìwọ ló ní
Mommy J, Mommy J.
kí ló
Let
ṣẹlẹ̀
me ask
gangan
you.
now?
No,
I
no,
said
Emma
I
Binu,
don't
Emma
want to talk
Binu.
about it.
Eh,
We will
I
still
did not
keep
we
want
going.
you to
understand.
talk about
We
it
understand.
now.
Stop then. Stop.
Mommy J, I'm sure
I
you
answered
heard
all your
Mama
questions
Mohbad.
politely.
Mommy
Why
J,
do you have to push me to that spot?
Mommy
I
J,
am not
you
I
are
asking
don't
you to
now,
want to talk to
answer
you
the
again. I
Mommy
mean,
J, you are,
I
question of
we are
don't
what
want to
they
now,
talk
we
to
told
have,
you.
you.
Mommy
I
J,
don't want to
one
talk to
thing that
you.
we have in common now is that we are
I know
looking
she
for
calls me.
justice.
It doesn't
We are
matter
looking
now.
for justice for
It doesn't
Mohbad,
matter.
not for any
Bí
other
ẹ ló
person.
burú, olórí
No, Mommy
burúkú.
J,
Amen.
amen,
Amen.
amen.
Why are
I
you
beg,
Yes,
frustrating
can
now?
you
Why
let's
are you
move
please
forward
frustrating
from
me?
that
quiet?
corner.
Olórí
Please,
burúkú ni
let's
ẹ
move
ni.
corner.
Olórí
Mommy
Can I
J,
burúkú
speak,
ni ẹ ni.
please?
Mommy J.
Sele.
No, blessing, wait, wait. I
I
just want to
told
ask some
you,
question.
I
Mommy
don't
J,
know. Yes, you kept on pushing me.
Mommy
Ṣẹ́yà
J,
wèrè.
I did
Mommy
not
J,
Kò
ask
dẹ̀ ní
Mommy
dáa
you
J.
fún ẹ.
to
Òun
One
ló
thing
answer
máa
that
a
we
wá.
have in
Orí
common
ẹ̀
question.
máa
now is that we
bàjẹ́
are
ni.
looking
Go
for
to Nigeria.
justice.
If you are not in Nigeria,
No,
go to Nigeria
I
and go and
mean,
push that information
please
yourself.
now,
You are a
please,
concerned
Mommy
citizen.
J,
If
It
you're
doesn't
hearing
have to be that
Mommy
anybody,
way.
J.
it's not
Let's
me,
move
Go to
forward
Sele.
from that
Nigeria, go and
place.
find the information yourself.
Mommy,
Kokori burúkú ni
I
ẹ.
understand you. I understand you, I mean.
Ń gbọ́ jàre.
Sele.
Mommy J, I just want to ask you one question. We have something in common now. We are all looking for justice for only Mohbad. Now, you heard when Mama Mohbad said to TVC that Saturday ni mo kúrò ńbẹ̀ tó fi pè mí jọ Monday. Ó yẹ kó fún mi lówó Monday. Mama said she saw a ghost. She said she called Wunmi to her pé ṣé ó sùn tí mọ́jú, number one. The second one, she said Wunmi called her back to say mommy ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan kan. That was on Monday, according to Mama Mohbad. And she said Wunmi called her again to say mommy ẹ ní sunkún ọmọ, ẹ ní ṣòkú ọmọ, mi ní sunkún, mi ní ṣòkú ọkọ. Do you think that Mohbad might have died prior to the time all this
All this
conversation between
question
Wunmi
you
and
are
Mama
asking me,
Mohbad
Sele,
happened?
all this
And my
question you
second
are
question
asking me,
is,
Sele, this question that you ask me now, wọ́n ní kẹ́ gba CCTV.
yes,
And you are asking me that question. So if you guys go for the CCTV,
our legal team knew
ẹ rí ijọ́ tó kú gangan,
everything will be clear.
ẹ rí bó ṣe
Okay.
ṣẹlẹ̀, ẹ má bi èmi ní question yẹn. What's your second question, Sele?
All right. Let me ask you this one. You said at a point that you had to take Wunmi to the American embassy. What is the motive of you
The
wanting
motive.
her to just leave the country? Do you think the whole country or the police cannot protect her? Or is there like some harm that you think is actually in
The
the target of
motive
her and
was
Liam.
okay. Let me ask you another question. At the burial site, what at the burial site, there are some voices tó sọ pé ẹ lè pa ẹ ṣe kinní kan. Did you hear that voice at the burial site? Wọ́n
No,
fẹ́ attack
no.
you.
The only one I knew is Darosha saying Prime Boy fought Mohbad.
That's not what I'm
Oh,
saying, sir.
really?
They
That was
wanted to
not
attack her.
on
They
TikTok.
wanted to attack, and
That was
also
not on TikTok.
they attacked some celebrities at the burial site. And Cute Abiola is part of them that they attack.
Okay, yes. Quita Biola
Okay.
and yes.
The
Okay,
guy
so
at
that
the
is the reason
burial
why you
site,
wanted her out of the country.
yeah, a guy at the burial site mentioned that and all that, and I saw the way she was being tossed around at the burial site while I was in the US. I watched it on the social media. I watched it. Okay, now couple with when I got home, I knew about the NDLA when Mohbad called me. I want Labomo and all that. They told me about, so now they told me about bí wọ́n ṣe ń nà án kiri, bó ṣe ń ṣe kíní ìgbà tó kúrò lọ́dọ̀ náírà and all that. Now, any reasonable person will think about safety first. That was when I said, tó bá jẹ́ pé
Sanjay, please mute.
Nigeria. Okay, sir. Did you say I should mute? Did you say I should
He
mute?
was telling Sanjay. He was telling Sanjay.
That was when I said tó bá jẹ́ pé ìgbà tí mo ní
No,
kó máa
I was telling Sanjay.
okay. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ìgbà yẹn tí mo ní kó máa bọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà ló ti wá. Irú eléyìí ó lè má ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ. Let me see what I can do with the US Embassy. I'm not doing it for her to flee, like run away from justice. No, I know quite all right. I can't obstruct justice. I serve in the US, so I cannot obstruct justice. I know better not to obstruct justice. Sele, I know better not to obstruct justice than going to the US Embassy. No. Everything touch the chalet. Then we have evidences of at the time. Sele gbogbo gba yẹn wọ́n ṣe ń nọkọ àwọn ohun wọ́n ṣe àwọn lọ́njọ́ kan mọ́tò lé àwọn wọ́n yọ̀bọ sáwọn voice note tí èmi àti Bukky Jesse play recently. Those are the things I was told. In my head, I lọ sí US Embassy pé ó need the safety, right? US Embassy will not issue the visa without getting evidences pé safety ẹ̀ wà at risk lóòótọ́. They will never issue that visa without requesting for evidences. And part of the evidences, òun ni gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí mo dárúkọ yìí, òun fúnra ẹ̀ ló dẹ̀ máa kó lọ tó máa lọ defend ẹ̀. So it's not as if ẹ má make ẹ sound pé mo fẹ́ kó sá lọ. Tó bá yẹ pé mo fẹ́ kó sá lọ gangan ni, mi ní kó lọ gba US Embassy sá lọ, kó lọ gba US visa sá lọ. Àìmọye ṣebí Bobrisky ló fẹ́ sá lọ tọ́ka mọ́nà Kútọ̀nù yẹn. Ṣé kò lè gba Kútọ̀nù sá lọ ni? Ṣé kò lè gba ibòmíì sá lọ ni? Ṣé kò tiẹ̀ lè travel far away nínú Nàìjíríà iná kó lọ faramọ́ra pamọ́ sí ibòmíì tó jìnnà sí Èkó ni? No. Have I answered your question?
Oh, yes. So you said the motive of it is because you were the things that was happening at the burial ground was not pleasing and safe for Wunmi and Liam. That is why you wanted to assist her to get a visa to America.
Yeah, remember before I arrived in Nigeria, I said I told someone to go and pick her up on the day of the burial. They should pick her up right there and drive her down to somewhere in Ota. And that was where she was before I arrived in Nigeria. She was there because I don't want her to be exposed to you never can tell.
Okay. At what point did you know the characters of King White, Temi Platform, all these people? And you said something that if Mama Mohbad talks, that Wumi, she's finished. Maybe you can expatiate on that.
I don't need to expatiate on that. If Mama Mohbad talk, is an example. An evidence of that one is a video, a voice note that Bukky Jesse played, the interviewer voice note that we all had Bukky Jesse played. You still need if Mama Mohbad talk. As Mama Mohbad not talk.
It's true. That's true.
Mama Mohbad has talked now. Wọn ìyá ẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n búlì ẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. So BJ wá rán interviewer sí ó wá kúkú dá gbogbo ẹlẹ́ fún interviewer. I've answered that question. And I will say this. King White is not compromised. And I'm not defending King White. The only thing is that King White is scared of bullying. And we all saw how they drag him and drag his wife. Me, I will not lie. Behind the closed door, he wanted to do the needful. I will not lie.
So, Karimot, when you said that you wanted to take Wunmi out, I used to think it was against because of the Malians. I used to believe those people, the industry gods, were the one that is after our life. And I understand what it means with that, the money that they are owing Mohbad. Do you have any idea?
I don't know anything about industry money. I don't know. Please don't drag me.
What of Malians?
Did
you hear any story about it?
I don't know anything about industry money, Stella. Please don't go there. Please,
no, Naira Marley.
Me more Naira Marley money, me more. All I know about money is that our account is
The little I can say about this now is that let's now look at this in this way, Stella. You see, a reasonable person will not say, this person come out and mention name and say, this like this, before you will now use your numbers to know that this is what is going on. Karimo have come out in many ways, apart from what he has done before that, people out of ignorance or out of manipulation. She has come out to say, number one, she talks about account. That the money that they pay, that Naira Marley pays Mohbad's money. Now, nobody talks about this. And what is the motive of this? The account be given to Naira Marley to be paying the money. And this money, this account is 1, 2, 3. And these are some of the evidences. And look at what happened now, that this same woman called the younger sister 5 maybe 1 or 2, 3 hours, then after that someone called again that Mohbad is died. This should be an evidence to know that something has happened. Something has happened, just that the man don't want just that the man does not want the lady is so heartless to the point that she didn't want to say anything. Even okay, now come back to Baba Iya Mohbad. Iya Mohbad said, Wunmi called, say, I believe some of this now should be a channel road for us, for those people to channel their investigation and do the right thing. To call this, so there is nothing you are going to hear from this woman. Because even when he said it, there are some set of people who still believe that all what he's saying is lie. And mind you, if you remember, if you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, you remember when they want to stone that woman to death, then that harlot, Jesus Christ said something. If any one of you have not sinned before, should just go ahead and stone that woman to death. Someone may do something out of ignorance or out of manipulation, but as soon as the person realizes and look at it, hey, this thing is wrong, or what I did was wrong, okay, maybe I don't get it right, and it come openly, publicly to say, I apologize for all my wrong. Please, you people should forgive me. I don't think we should not just nail the person on the wall and say, okay, it's because you've said this before that is what we are going to take it. Then we now say, all what you said is because you've said this in the past, and the person have tell you that this is what I do. I never knew it was like this. And the way she's explaining everything now, she was explaining everything here now. I'm just going through it and say, okay, from this time to this time, this woman realized that, oh, this people are doing is wrong. I need to do the right thing. And that was when her problem started with those people who called her before to say this is what is. The story they played to her, because even though if he said he will not believe Wunmi, being that he has not known the character of the mother, she will believe her mom because the mom is there before, the mom is there with them. He must have played some
No,
wrong information.
Mr. Joseph, I will not believe Iya Wunmi. I believe Wunmi because we didn't spend much time together. We are all apart. But I know Iya Wunmi's character.
Okay. Now, if I may get right now, that means with what Iya Wunmi said and what Wunmi said now look and say, yeah, it's similar. Never knew that they've cooked everything before coming out to do that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now, all these questions we are asking here now say, do you think you can give more light to it? I believe if she has what she knows she can do to make justice come up, you shouldn't be here. We should be asking these questions here. We should, if you want to ask the questions, it should be at the point of say, okay, what we need now is justice. What we need now is at the court of law, not to individual. Because and we know that whatever you say here, like police said that whatever you say will be used against you. Whatever is said here now, before deep in time, before any day, before 5 minutes to 10 minutes now, you'll be seeing it different platform. People will now be twisting it to me. When
Mr. Jeff,
Shele, please. When she came out newly,
I want to ask her something.
I'm coming. When she came out newly, I said this woman that have bashed Baba, that have bashed MOHBAD, bashed everybody because of her sister, I am not going to listen. But at times, it may be when I just have 5 or 10 minutes from work, I will just say, let me just listen and see what is going on from some of this voice recording and all this thing. I now discovered that he wants to clear everybody that yes, I was being manipulated. Now I have regained my senses. I have seen the truth. I am ready to work with you people. I don't think castigating her every time I say, that karimo lohun kò ní nǹkan lọ́fṣẹ́, kò ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ, ó kàn ń parọ́ ni, just to bring more viewer or more follower to you on TikTok. It's not necessary. We should also measure her based on the time that she said, I have known the truth, I've seen the truth. We should measure her from there. Because if anyone said he has not said blunder in this justice for MOHBAD, it's a lie. It's a lie.
That's
Even I
true.
myself, it's a lie.
To Mr. We are all trying to get the analysis of it. Well,
Sele,
anyway,
you know what's going on now. The thing is this: whatever she has said or done in the past, and she come out to say, she have realized she was manipulated and all of that, should not be a problem at this point. If she has now come out to say she wants to help justice and do the right thing, but here is where the problem is. Just like Jeff said,